Buddy, how is everybody doing tonight? Sorry, I'm getting on a little late here. I think I'm just a couple minutes here. I was farting around with a few things and lost track of time. So hello. Making sure that I'm all good here. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Wednesday evening? Love this weather. Today was definitely a beautiful day. I was able to play with some new stamps this morning. And hi, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Lisa. Nice to have you here. So I spent a little bit of time in my office this morning working on a swap that I had to have done. So that was fun. And I got everything put away from my classes this weekend and last night. And so I've been very, very productive today. I am also getting ready for a used stamp sale. So I have lots and lots of stuff to go through. So I'm really looking forward to kind of clearing out all the old stuff and getting ready for all the new stuff. Hi, Mary Kay. Missed you at class yesterday. She was stranded at home, so she couldn't make it to my class. She did not have a vehicle, but we missed her. So let's see, what else is going on? I really don't have a whole lot. I'm kind of, like I said, transitioning my office, getting rid of all the retired stuff and bringing in the new stuff. And it kind of can be a little crazy for me because I have swaps that I am working on that are with the new product, and a lot of my classes I'm kind of concentrating on a lot of the retired stuff. So as I was going through my retired box, I really need to examine it carefully because I did find some things that got stuck in there that are actually in the new catalog. So anyway, I'm going to be playing with that the next couple days, so that'll be fun. I do have a card buffet in Nina on Saturday, and those of you that know me, I really like to fly by the seat of my pants, and I actually have 3 cards done already, so Kelly's going to be so proud of me, and cut and ready to go. Hi, Karen. Thank you for joining me. So other than that, I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day weekend. We got a lot, well, I shouldn't say we, let's say my husband got a lot of yard work done. Hi, Lisa. Nice to have you here. Hey, Denny. Denny was at my Stamp Club on Monday, so yay, glad to have you here. So yes, so Sunday was a lot of landscaping for my husband, and I just kind of went out and supervised every now and then and kind of concentrated on stuff in my office. So I was working on that. And let's see, I think that's all. Just a reminder, if there's anybody out there that is looking for the new catalog, if you do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. And my brand new catalogs should be coming hopefully the end of this week sometime. So I'm very excited for that. And I will be getting those out to you. So, let's see, I don't think I have anything else other than let's go through. I set these to the side and I always kind of forget that I need to do this right away. So I have the cards that we did last week. We had, remember this one with the rubber band technique on the top? That is the rubber band technique. And I used the champagne foil paper, and then we did the inked up the trees and crumb cake, and then highlighted them with, I think it was Old Olive. So that card, and then this is my Packer card. Those are going out to Denise Umloft, and she was just here Monday for Stamp Club, so she gets those cards for commenting, so thank you very much, Denise. And then for sharing my video, I have a package of pearls, which are great for adding on just a little embellishment. And those are going out to Lisa Vandenelzen. And I believe Lisa is watching here tonight. So congratulations, Lisa. I will get these in the mail to you. So other than that, I think that is all I have. Tonight we are going to be stamping a really cute card using the How Sweet It Is DSP, and just a simple cute birthday card. And then we will be stamping a card using the Everything is Rosy. So when I'm all done, I will show you all the stuff that comes with that kit. It is $80 and it is good. Well, it's still available. I haven't seen anything that it's not available anymore, but through May 31st, but it's while supplies last. So so here's the pretty little flyer with all the stuff, if you can see that. And I will be showing you, we will be using a lot of the elements. I'm going to be using the ribbon and some of the little dies, and or not the dies, what am I trying to say, the little, like the die cut type things, whatever those are, I forget. So yes, so I'm going to do that last so I can show you everything. So if everybody is ready, I think we are going to start stamping. So let's see if I can figure this phone out here and not show you my ceiling fan and fingers and everything else. So I'm getting better, but it's still taking me some time here. So let me flip the camera and then we will get stamping. Okay, see how everything is in view here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, how does that look? Does that look good? All right, just gonna move that up a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, perfect. Now let me get my iPad here so I can check in on comments. Sometimes I catch them and sometimes I miss some of them. Okay. All right. Okay, look at that. Looks good. Okay, so here we go. Get my glue out here, my scissors, and that. Okay, so we are using the Life is Grand stamp set and the Celebrate You Thinlits. Let me get the little Thinlits out here. I already pre-did those for you. We're going to be using the Celebrate and You. And that. My pad, ribbon, Wink Stella, and stamp. Okay. All right, let's get started here. Okay, hi Sarah Simon and Kathy. Look at all these people here. Okay, so let me get my supplies, my cardstock, and let's start stamping. Okay, so we are starting with Gorgeous Grape, and I have our card base measures 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to score that in here. Well, I don't score it. I'm sorry. We're going to burnish it with a bone folder at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of 5 1/8 by 2 5/8. And then I have just some scrap, and through the magic of TV, I already have the Celebrate and the U already die cut. So I have that done. And then I have Whisper White. I have 2 pieces, 5 1/4 by 4. One is for the inside, And the outside one, I already ran through the Subtles embossing folder. I love this folder. This is my go-to folder when I just want to add a little bit of texture. So we're using that. And then I have the DSP, and this is from How Sweet It Is, and this measures 5 inches by 2.5. And then I have a teeny tiny little piece that measures 4 1/4 by just 1/4 inch, and that's just going to be for the inside, just to decorate that a little bit. And matter of fact, now that I look at that, I have this card going there. So this is wrong. It should be 5 1/4 by 1/4 inch. So I'm going to recut that. I just realized what I did when I cut this, and I do this all the time. I do more cards that are up and down, so more portrait cards than what I do landscape. So I'm always in such a habit of just cutting at 4 inches, but this is actually going this way. So I'm not going to glue this on. I'm going to cut another piece. But anyway, you know how I like to decorate the insides of my cards. And then I have some gorgeous grape. This is the mini striped ribbon. Love, love, love this. So I just have a piece. I think it's like maybe 7 inches or so. And then this is just off of the end of a roll. And you're going to see how I'm going to tie that. So let me get my bone folder. Okay. So we're going to fold this in half. Whoops, I'm going to set those aside so those don't get yucky. Okay, nice crisp fold there. And then I have my white layer that I already did my embossing on. This card is actually really easy to put together, and I'm going to put some glue on the back of the DSP. And put that on top of the gorgeous grape layer. And I have to be real careful this. I like using our multi-purpose glue, the liquid glue. Love this. This is my favorite adhesive. And sometimes I notice that when I put it down, it'll move a little bit because you do have a little bit of wiggle room with it. And you have to be careful because sometimes my DSP will go like to the edge and then I try bringing it back and it doesn't come back. So, but it is really a good glue. Okay, so we have that, and now I am ready to put this on the white layer. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take my ribbon here and I'm putting this at the bottom of the DSP. And I'm going to tape this to the back. I just like saving ribbon rather than wrapping it all the way around. And it does help with not making your card so bulky when mailing your card. Okay, so there is that. And now I'm going to put this on my card front. Oops, got glue on my hand. Okay, so we have that on there. Okay, so I'm gonna put my ribbon on there, but I'm gonna do that in a bit. So now what I'm going to do is find where my Wink Stella, because I usually don't go too far without my Wink Stella. Here it is. Okay, so I am just going to add a little bit of glitter to this, and I'm not like totally soaking it. I'm just kind of going on the letters here just to add a little bit of glitter. I just love this. I was so happy when I saw that they added this to our product line. It is glitter without the mess. Okay, and look at that. If you can see that in the camera, see how pretty? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to use my liquid glue, and I'm just going to kind of adhere it to the thicker part of the letters here, and I'm just doing little dots. I don't want to get a whole lot. I don't like it when you get too much and then it runs out. Okay, and I'm just going to put that through the top at an angle, and then I'm just going to hold it down for a second just to make sure it stays on there. Isn't that pretty? And then what I did is I already put some mini dimensionals on here because we're going to pop this up a little bit. These mini dimensionals work really, really good for these little small pieces here. And we're going to put that down there. And I think maybe we'll just add just a little bit of glitter to that. As long as we did the celebrate, we might as well do this too. Okay, so there is that. And then we are going to add here they are. Do purple or grape and melon mambo. The glitter enamel dots. I love these. With the little take your pick tool. And I am going to go with a big pink one. And then maybe a middle. Let's kind of put that about there. Okay, so what do you think? Do you like it so far? Look at Lisa, love Gorgeous Grape. I do too. This is such a pretty color, and it just, for me, it just screams summer. Love, love, love it. Hi, Sandy. Thank you for watching tonight. Nice to have you here. And then I'm just going to throw this ribbon under here, and I'm just going to tie a knot and have that go about right there. Like I said, normally I wouldn't cut it this long because it's kind of wasteful, but this was the end of a roll, so. Okay, so there is that. And then I'm going to not put this little strip on the bottom because I'm going to cut another one and I'm going to make it a little longer. But you see where I was going with that? For those of you that are just joining me, I make more portrait cards and I only cut it at 4 inches long. So we'll just take care of that later. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp Gorgeous Grape. And I'm using and enjoy your day, happy birthday for the inside. Okay, woohoo, look at that, and it's even straight. That is pretty good. Okay, and then put some glue on here. And pull up this on the inside here. And voila. There we go. Oops. Okay, so what do you think? Do you like this? I really like the font in this die is really, really pretty. And this is retiring. I am really, really going to miss that, along with the Life is Grand stamp set that is retiring. This DSP is so pretty. I just love all the different patterns, and this is also retiring. So all retiring product here. So I hope you enjoyed my first card. Now let me move this stuff to the side and let's get ready for card number 2. Okay. Okay, look at that. Everybody likes it. Yay, yay. It's always nice when your viewers like what you're stamping, right? Okay. Now, I got lots of pieces here. So here is the Everything is Rosy. I'm just going to set that there for just a minute so I can make room. I got lots of stuff here. Okay. Pad. Alright. Okay. This I'm going to show you when I'm done. And what we need. Stamps are always nice. Okay. So I have decided that I am going to make a card tonight using the Everything is Rosy bundle. I really, really like this set a lot, and I can't wait to play with it more and make some pretty cards with it. So let's start with all of our layers here. Okay, so, all right, so here's the stamp set. Love the font, and then the framelits. All right, okay, and I already scored the crumb cake, but this is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and then I scored it at 5 1/2. And then I have, let's see if I can keep this all straight here, because let me tell you, I was an 1/8 inch and a 1/4 inch and lots of different measurements here. Okay, so my next, I have 2 Night of Navy. I have a 5 1/4 by 4, and I believe that's for the inside, I think. Yep, 5 1/4 by 4. And then my other navy is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then I have a piece of Melon Mambo that measures 5 1/4 by 4. And I already embossed this with the Petals embossing folder, which is retiring. And I've had this one for a long time. Very, very pretty folder. So we have that. And that I think is going, I gotta keep everything straight, otherwise I am gonna mess this up. Okay, and then I have a Whisper White that measures 5 by 3 3/4, and this is gonna be for the inside. I just wanted to add another layer just to make it pretty. And then this gorgeous DSP, I chose to use this pattern here, and this measures 4 inches by 1 1/2 inches. And then our little strip for the inside, which I think I have this cut right, 4 inches, or excuse me, 3 3/4 by 1/4 inch. So that's just for the inside. And then I have some rose gold foil, and I have 2 pieces at 4 inches by 1/2 inch. And then we're going to be using one of these pretty little tags. You can see the rose gold foil around the edge. Pretty. And then we are going to need a scrap of white, and I already pre-stamped the flower, so we have that. And this is one of the Okay, somebody help me. These are, what are these called? Printed die cuts, maybe? I'm not exactly sure if that's the correct terminology for that, but, and then I pre-did these cute little leafy things with the framelit and using the rose gold foil. Okay, so I am just going to keep that there because we are going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to do a technique, I think it's a technique, with the shimmer paint, the rose gold shimmer paint. We are going to, the people that came to Hobby Lobby last night, they're like, I know what she's going to do. I did this with them last night and I thought it was really, really pretty. So I am going to get out my silicone craft sheet. Going to set that down, and then I am going to be doing it on here, so I'm going to move this because I don't want to get that full of the shimmer paint. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to pour just a teeny tiny bit out here because you don't need much. Okay, I'm just going to do just a little bit. Oh, and then look at what I did. Get back in there. Okay, well that really made a mess. Good job, Kathy. Okay, so we'll clean that up later. This is probably way more than what I need. I have done this technique with saran wrap, and we don't have any saran wrap. So I thought, we have 2 rolls of wax paper. What is wax paper going to do? And I think it gives it a cool effect. Yes, Barb, you are right. I did this with Stamp Club too. Okay, so, but what you want to do is, all my people that come to my classes, they know I always say less is best, because I sure can mess things up by doing more than what I should on. Because if you're dipping in the shimmer paint and you're going to go on right onto your paper, you're going to have nothing but a big blob. Okay, so we're just going to kind of tap it off. And like I said, less is best, and you can go in here multiple times and it just adds. And when I did this at Hobby Lobby with Stamp Club, I used it on the Night of Navy, and now we're using it on Melon Mambo just for a different look. So it is so pretty. I just love the shimmer paint. I think we had, I think this was in the holiday catalog in white. I think champagne and white seem to ring a bell. But look at how pretty that is. Can you see the shimmer on the folder? So you can do less, you can do more, you can do whatever, how much you want. So yeah, so pretty, pretty, pretty. And it dries pretty fast. It's not anything that you need to, you know, heat set or anything. It does dry pretty, pretty quick. So, well, that is, I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit there and get rid of that before I get that on places where I shouldn't. And then I am going to find my mini glue dots are right here. So what I'm going to do is I want to adhere the rose gold foiled to my DSP. And with the foil, I like using mini glue dots because glue really doesn't hold it very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Designer Series paper here and I'm going to put it right up to the mini glue dot, and then the glue dot is on the back of that, okay? And I'm going to do one on each end and then one in the middle, just for safe measure. Okay, so we have that. And then, let's see how straight I can get this here. Okay, so we have that. Isn't that pretty with that foil on the edge? And then I'm going to do the same thing to edge. I do the same thing with our glimmer paper. Mini glue dots just really work really nice. Thought I saw a comment on there. Oh, Sandy, I think copper and gold are on the clearance rack. Okay, yeah, I haven't looked at the clearance rack, so I'm not sure what's on there. I should go check it out. Okay. Line it up to make sure it's straight, and I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to glue my, see, it's all nice and dry, just all pretty. Going to glue the Melon Mambo to the Night of Navy. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this right about there. Yep, I think that looks good. Always got to eye it up first to make sure that's where I want it. Okay. Remember, we got a little bit of wiggle room with the liquid glue, so. Okay, look it. So yeah, I just wanted just a little bit of pink showing on the top. And now we have our little element that we're going to put together here. So one thing that I did not do is I want to stamp the center of the flower. And I am stamping that with Night of Navy. Like that. Whoops. And yep, and then we need Melon Mambo for the words. So on this little tag here, I am stamping, "May your birthday be filled with pretty things." Okay. Now let's see if I can get this straight, because there's really no second chances when you have, without getting my head in here, when you have the tag here. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to stamp it on here just to make sure that I have it on here straight. Okay. Maybe swing the left side down a little bit. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. It is what it is. Oh, and it turned out pretty good. Okay, woohoo. Turned out better than, I always make a sample beforehand, and this one turned out a little better than my first one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little flower right on this little tag here, and I'm just going to glue it right straight on here. I'm not going to pop it up or anything. So I'm going to stick that on right there. And then, of course, we got to add a little bit of Wink of Stella, because with all the glitter on the other stuff, we got to jazz this up a little bit. So we're just going to throw a little bit on there, just to add some shine so it looks just like the other flowers. Okay, just a little bit, not too much. Sometimes I get carried away with my Wink of Stella. Okay, and then, here we go. Now we're going to add this little thing, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the corner. About like that. Okay. And you guessed it, a little bit of Wink of Stella on these two. Okay, what's everybody thinking so far? Are they liking my little element here that's just all glittered up? Okay, so now Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna do the ribbon. Okay, so what I did, I didn't measure this, I just kind of snipped off a piece of ribbon. And what I'm gonna do is I'm putting this Night of Navy is this like beautiful or what? Isn't that just so pretty with the rose gold on the edge? I just love this navy. It's just so rich and love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna tie it or do anything. I'm just gonna leave it just like that. And then I have some Melon Mambo. I think I think it's ruched, the ruched ribbon, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it's called. And I am just gonna wrap it around the Night of Navy. I kind of struggled with my sample, so let's see how we do here tonight. Sometimes if I struggle on my sample, I do really good on live. And if I do really good on my sample, I struggle on live, so. Okay. And of course, I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit. I'm gonna bring it down. I don't wanna bring it all the way. There. Okay, now I do want to trim these tags, or the ends at an angle. Oops. Okay, and then I'm just gonna trim that there, and that there. Okay, so there's our little tag. Isn't it cute? Now I think it would be even better yet by adding these cute little gold things here, rose gold foil leaves or whatever these are. And I am going to do the same thing and use a mini glue dot, and I'm putting it to the front like that. Sometimes they're hard to, oh, that one peeled off right away. Okay, so it sticks all over here. Okay, I just find that the mini glue dots really hold things in place. And I'm just going to tuck this behind the flower like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take the second one and put that on the mini glue dot. And that is going to tuck underneath here like that. What do you think? Is it pretty? What do you think? And then I have one more. Okay, and then this one I'm going to tuck, let's see, about right there. Okay. So we have that. What's everybody thinking? Do you like it? Oh, look, I got some new people on here. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, now I am going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Look at that, I'm using full ones here. Usually I don't do that. And I'm gonna throw just a couple extra ones on there because I don't want it to go anyplace. And then we're gonna peel them off. Okay. Okay, so now we have our card here. You know what? I'm going to put this on my crumb cake card base right away, just so I can see how it all is going to look together. Okay, and this is really a tight border here because I have, oops, I'm just gonna lift that up a bit. I think I had it up a little bit too high because this is just 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Okay, there. Now we will put this on. Okay, and we're gonna go right there with that. Look it, isn't it pretty? Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now let's stamp our inside. And we are going to stamp that with the navy. So we have time to celebrate all the lovely things in life, starting with you. We're going to put that right there. Oh, looks good. And then we're going to add a little flower. Oops, I got to keep that navy open because I need to do the center. Just going to put a little flower right there. And get our night of navy out again and get that center of the flower. There. Woohoo! What do you think? Do you like the inside? I do. And I think it's going to be really pretty with this little DSP on the bottom that coordinates with the DSP we used in front. Okay, I'm just going to trim a little extra off. There, isn't that pretty? And then we will layer that on the blue. There, isn't that pretty? And now let's put it on the inside. All right, and here we go. I just think this, the blue on the inside, usually I don't do the 2-layer, but I just thought that kind of made it all come together. Isn't that pretty? This is such a pretty birthday card. I don't even know who we would send this to. I guess it's gonna have to be someone pretty darn special to get something like this. Okay, so I want you to all tell me what you think about this card and this beautiful, beautiful set that we have here. Everything is rosy. Okay, so before I get this other card, both of our cards out here, I am going to show you the Everything is Rosy set. Okay, so here is the beautiful ribbon. So pretty. When I find a ribbon that I like, I feel like I don't use it because I'm saving it for that special project. But let me tell you, and this is also one of my favorite ribbons, the ruched. We had that in before. Okay, and then these little beauties here, these are, what are these called? Rose gold adhesive backed mirrored embellishments, and there's 60 of them here, and they have like a little clear thing over them. A couple of them fell off, but I haven't used these yet. Like I said, I'm saving this for that special project, and I'll show you when I make that special project. LOL, we'll see. Sometimes I just like to hoard this stuff. But anyway, I will definitely be using this. I think I'm just going to sit down one weekend and just create a bunch of stuff with it. So here again is a beautiful foil paper. Rose gold is so pretty. Love it. And check out the paper. This is to die for. And you get like a lot of paper. I used this pattern at for my class last night and for Stamp Club. So that's why I only have 3 left. I'm like, Kathy, you can't use that. You got to save that. So there's that pattern. And then look at, there's pretty patterns on the back. So we have that one. And then this is the one that we use tonight. And it's just with all the little rose gold flecks in there. It's just so pretty. Love it. And then there's that side. And how cool is this? I just love the navy. It's just so rich. And then that. And then we have this. And just little dots in the back for something different. And then here's another navy. It's just so striking. And then this is really pretty. Very, very pretty. And then we have this pattern with the blue in the back. This pattern would be really cool for a die card. This is just lovely. Okay, and then here are these little die cuts. Yeah, I use the take here, but they're really nice because the stamp or the words fit. Whoops, let me light there. You know, will fit right in there. So, you know, this would be perfect for, you know, thank you, or don't let worry spoil you happy. You're happy would be pretty in there. Dear friend. So yeah, so I like how they make everything just all coordinates to the size. So that is really pretty. And then here's different ones. And these are nice too, just to throw on, even for scrapbooking. You scrapbookers out there, this would be really nice for that. And then here are the other little die cuts. You get 2 sheets of those. So yeah, so they are a lot of stuff in there. Let's see if I'm missing anything. I think that was it. Usually I take everything out and I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So yep, so we got the stamp set, the dies, yep, the paper. Yes, so there was everything. And this is only $80, and a lot of people kind of balk at the price, but for $80, you're getting a lot of stuff. And think of how many cards. I'm going to count how many cards that I can make with this whole set. And I think someone added up, and everything, if you were to buy everything separately, I'm thinking it's a little over $120, I think somebody had mentioned. So yes, there's just so much. And notice when I did with my card here, you know, so just look at how far that's going to go with just, I think this is just 1.5 inches, I said. So it really is going to go a long way. So very pretty, pretty. So that's all of that. And yeah, so these are the cards. Hope you all like them. And yeah, I really don't think that I have anything else. My host code is still good here through the end of May. So remember to comment, share my video, and any orders placed. I do give away prizes for commenting, sharing, and ordering. So I really appreciate everybody sharing my video. So yeah, I will be back here next Wednesday. I think I have a couple fun projects that we're going to do with a couple more retiring sets. And then, yeah, then June, we are going to be ready to roll her out with some new stuff. And I have some pretty neat cards to show, so I cannot wait to share everything with the new catalog. So if anybody has any questions, yes, you are right, Lisa, you do get so much for the price. Like I said, I really want to sit down and figure out how many cards I can get out of that whole pack, because I think it's going to be a lot. Lisa, thank you very much. Great cards. I really enjoy spending Wednesday evenings with you guys. Yeah, I really look forward to it. When I first started doing these, I just wasn't sure how I was going to do. And my daughter, when she tells me, Mom, you're really rocking it, that made me feel good. And I think she is just really motivating me, and all my customers, all my wonderful customers that tell me how much they enjoy these is really motivating me to really come up with some fun projects for you guys. So thank you very, very much. I think it's about time. I have no idea what time it is, but I think we have a Bucks game that my son is got on in the living room. So I think I'm gonna go and hang out with him for a little bit. He's gonna be moving out here in a couple weeks. So I gotta take all that time with him that I can. And yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back here next Wednesday at 6:30. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.